let me start this video off by saying that I absolutely love cars. I'm a big car guy. I have a BMW, I have an F30, I've modded it a bunch, I've done my own maintenance, I've done a lot of work to this car, and I absolutely love the car. So I'm a big car guy. But cars have become so expensive, and I don't think most people realize how much it's actually affecting their ability to be wealthy. And I mean, not even to try and be wealthy, to just not be fucking poor, to put it bluntly. People are always, focused on the monthly payments, on how much they can fit it into their budgets. But the problem is that, well, one, the average new car payment in the U.S. is $700 something, and the average used car payment is now $400 something, which is fucking insane. Okay. And the problem with that number is that it's still only the tip of the iceberg. Like, when you truly factor in everything about a vehicle, right? You have the insurance. Depending on your age and your driving record, it could be anywhere from like $100 to like, $300, $400 if you have a bad driving record. Or if you're just young and just get fucked. You have insurance. And on top of that, you have gas, unless you drive an EV. You have gas, which can easily add another couple $100 a month if you drive a lot on gas payments. And then on top of that, you have your own maintenance. And if you don't do your own maintenance, you're absolutely going to get fucked by the labor costs at dealerships, which for BMW, labor costs I've seen go up to like $280 in some places, which is absurd. And if you don't do any of your own maintenance, like those items, the fluid changes are going to be expensive. The brakes and rotors are going to be expensive. And when you factor all of that, and if you neglect maintenance and think you're saving a buck, good luck when you have to repair your entire transmission because you never changed your transmission fluid one time in the 200,000 miles you've driven the car. So make sure to stay on top of your maintenance. But when you factor all those factors in there, the car alone can be $1,000 or more a month, and that doesn't even factor in the actual cost that it's actually depreciating too. So if you have a $40,000 car and 5 years later it's $24,000, that's another $16,000 gone from your wealth. Which, cars are depreciating assets, and of course, I'm a car guy, and if you're watching this, you might be a car guy as well. I just spilled my fucking Celsius. Oh my gosh. Which, if you're, like I was saying, if you're a car guy and you don't care about the depreciation, that's a whole nother story. I get that. But from a pure, numbers standpoint, it's absurd how expensive it is. And it's costing people more than $1,000 a month. If your car payment is $700, $600 a month, you're spending more than $1,000 just on your car. Now, if you're filthy fucking rich, then yeah, go for it. If I was a multimillionaire, I would be dropping so much money on cars, but I'm not a multimillionaire, right? So yeah, if you have the money and you love cars, sure, go for it. But if you're really conscious about your budget and your wealth, it's a lot of money that could be either invested or go to other expenses. And I think people are just too caught up on the monthly payments alone, which also partly isn't their fault, because at dealerships, what do they try to get you to focus on? The salesman's rubbing their hands together. If you look vulnerable, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to slap a nice monthly payment on them. And they just make you focus on the monthly payment, make you sign your life away for 84 months, 96 months at a nice, crispy little 22% interest rate. Bam! That guy just got a fat commission check. No, all seriousness, it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, it's sad, because that money, even if that money's just invested, even if half of that money's invested, it's so much wealth building potential. It could be used for so many other things, paying off your credit cards and all of that. And I'm saying this as a car guy. I probably spend a little more money than most people on, modifying my car, doing all that stuff. And I get it. I love cars. It's so nice to be able to enjoy what you're driving on a daily basis, especially if you're using it every single day. I get it. I've spent a lot of money on it too. But it's a big reason it's keeping a lot of the middle class in the middle class. Or it's the big reason why, like, you know, like lower middle class and lower class are staying there too. And it sucks because the days of buying a great, nice looking brand new car in like the 20,000 range, it's getting harder. And you can buy some like Hyundai Elantras, like some Sonatas, some Nissans for like the low 20s still, but like, I mean, I can't even really think of any car models that are under $20,000 anymore. But yeah, the options are very limited. Now, that being said, there's still a lot of good used options available. Okay, and if you don't care, my philosophy when it comes to cars is that if you're not a big like car junkie, like if you're not gonna like work on your own cars and like really appreciate your own car, like go in depth with the cars, I really don't think you should be dropping that much money on cars. Now, if you are willing to work on your own cars, you know, it gives you so much joy every single time you get in the car, then like I get that. But if you don't fit into that category, just buy a used vehicle, get a pre-purchase inspection, and save so much more money. You know, you'll save more on insurance. If you don't buy a luxury car, you'll save more on gas because you don't need premium gas. All the depreciation's already hit, so you're not going to be losing too much value on your car as much as you would when you buy a new car. And I mean, like, yeah, used Toyotas, used Hondas, they retain their value well anyways, but like they're also really, really reliable. Like 100,000 miles on a Toyota is just getting started. So there's that. And also learn some basic maintenance yourself. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a car guy, but learn basic maintenance yourself. An oil change, I promise you, is super, super easy. If you know how to unplug a drain, let fluid come out, plug it back up, and refill it with new oil, like that's all it is. And then the filter. It takes like 30 minutes to do. If it's your first time, it might take an hour. But it's so easy, and it's so easy to like save money on that. And like brakes and rotors are also a lot simpler than they seem. And honestly, like I didn't know shit about cars like when I first started driving, but I think if I can do it, like most of you guys can do it too. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, try not to let cars absolutely ruin your life and prevent you from building the wealth you want. Unless you're like a big car guy and you have a lot of money, then maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to rant about that because I was on cars.com just looking at cars because I do that in my free time. I just like looking at what's out there, and it just gets depressing to see how expensive these things are now. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.